Sleep. It has become a precious commodity, especially in work-driven New York City. Yelo New York is a midtown sanctuary for the sleep-deprived modern warrior. Helping urbanites deal with the pressures of modern life, Yelo offers a unique and soothing combination of sleep and reflexology therapies. The man leading this sleep revolution is Nicolas Ronco. Nicolas is far too familiar with lack of sleep. Traveling throughout Asia as a corporate warrior himself, he began to realize that his productivity plummeted the longer he was awake. While napping was common in the East, why not in the West? So they come in and you tell them what you like on the music, and whatever they pick, the customer picks, they can have?
Exactly.
Basically. Okay.
Yeah, they can pick the music, they can also pick the smell. The way it works is that you have these beads, which is full of perfume. You can smell it.
Oh, wow.
You put it in there, it goes into a reservoir, and then you press this button.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so the whole thing is electronic, and then it diffuses within the whole room. Well, people customize three things when they get into this environment, and it's basically related to the three major senses. They customize the smell, which is very important in terms of bringing out memories in people. The second thing is the sound and the environment. Right now we have forest, thunderstorm kind of sound. And then they customize the color, so it's the sense of vision.
That's what we have all around here.
Yeah, that color that you see, this maroon-like color, is a color that we use when people need to be uplifted.
Okay.
When people need to be calmed down, we use a blue color. They tell us if they want to have this kind of color, which is more of an uplifting color, or if they want to have this kind of color, which is more of a calming color for them.
Okay. So you talk about all this when a client enters, you kind of talk about what you're trying to get out of it.
Absolutely. He has actually to select that. You would slide your membership card. Then you'd select, let's say for example you'd want to book tomorrow, let's say 5 p.m. and immediately your name and appointment would be in the system. Then if you book online, it's exactly the same process.
Excellent.
So it's really quick. We want to eliminate every possible useless step. So every cabin is exactly the same, and this is the typical environment in which the customer would be placed. You might want to have a sit, and I can show you the kind of position that we put people in. So we would recline you.
Backwards. And why do you recline? What's the reason for that?
I will show you once you're in that position.
Is it because you can get all the change out of my pockets?
Exactly. We're trying to get as much money as possible out of your pocket. No, I mean seriously, this position is called zero gravity. And I don't know if you start noticing, but you should be noticing two effects of that position. The first one is your knees being slightly above your head. All of the blood flow comes naturally towards the upper part of your body. As a result of this, your heart muscle doesn't have to pump as hard, and your body temperature is going to come down. And that's why when we put you in that position, even though it's not cold in this cabin, it's above 70 degrees, we're still covering you with a cashmere blanket because you will get cold at some point. And it's also because it's very cozy and we make you feel like a 5-year-old again. We don't keep this, but the lights are extremely dimmed. So once you get into this kind of environment and you're completely in the dark, and you have, the sound that you wish to have, you naturally will start to relax. You relax so much that I would say that 99% of the people who come here actually lose track of time. Then we wake people up with a sunrise. We have a simulated sunrise that takes approximately 3 minutes to get to maximum intensity. We created the sunrise because we didn't want to use sound. Sound is extremely traumatic, and most people know this because they get awakened by sound, their alarm clock in the morning, and you want to, destroy your alarm clock every morning. We went back to, what was going on when we were prehistoric men and women. Well, how did we wake up? Sunrise, waking up with the sun. There's one point that makes me really happy. about Yelo is the number of people that we took off sleeping pills and other kind of chemicals. That's something that made me particularly proud in the sense that I feel that in the United States and in Europe, way too many people rely on, you know, this kind of chemical help just to get through their lives. They feel that they have to do this to get through their lives, and a lot of people, you know, feel depressed. And well, the only issue that they really have is that they're not getting enough sleep. We have now studies made by very serious researchers at Harvard Medical School and Stanford Medical School that show that napping 3 times a week for 30 minutes can decrease your rate of heart disease and heart attacks by 37%. And there are also psychological effects that are very strong on napping and been proven beyond a reasonable doubt. The first one is that when you nap, you actually consolidate information. So if you find yourself in front of an issue in the morning that you couldn't solve, or if you're anxious about a presentation that you need to make in the afternoon, if you take a quick 20-minute nap, we can assure you that it's going to go much better afterwards, and that, you know, part of the problems will be resolved. And that's why people say, I need to sleep on it. And the third one, which is not, you know, to be neglected, last but not least, is the fact that napping is actually a mood enhancer. So you're going to be much nicer to your employees, you're going to be much nicer to your boss, and you're going to be much nicer to the people in your life. Let me bring this up to here. Yeah. So now you're going to be taking a nap. I'm just going to turn the lights off so that you can have a meaningful rest. I'm dimming the light here, and I'm leaving you to your sweet dreams.